guys, welcome back to the Menu Auction and welcome back to the chair once again. It's another collection caper, shall we say. My hunts and adventures of just looking around charity shops and things, seeing what I can find that I can make a little bit of money on and trade in for cash exchange voucher as well, for if there's anything I want in later down the line. You know, a controller dies on the PS4 for example, I've got the voucher there, I'm not spending cash. This time around I've got one charity shop pickup, which isn't great, it's nothing special, but I just thought I'd include it. And then I have been to my local recycling centre, so it gets things from the tip, and rather than obviously going to waste, it goes for resale. They've got a large section of gaming, but it's a large section because they charge £5 per game. That's flat across the board. They don't vet or check the prices of what these games are. So you can imagine a lot of the games are FIFAs, sports titles that aren't worth much at all. You know, they're selling cash exchange for like £1, 50p. You've got your Battlefields, your Call of Duties, things that really haven't got any value to them. So I haven't been for ages, but I just thought I'll go this one particular day. I had nothing doing in the evening, so I just thought I'll go, I'll have a nip and see if they've got anything. And I actually dropped on some fantastic bargains. And not only that, there was a 50% discount on all items in there. They're clearing out, getting ready for the Christmas stock. So everything was 50% off. So these games actually cost me £2.50 per game. And to be honest, I'd have been quite happy to pay a £5 for a couple of these. So the fact it's gone for £2.50, it makes them even better. We'll kick things off with the cheeky little charity shop find that I found. At the minute, charity shops for me are very few and far between in terms of pickups. I've not picked up much at all. This one I wouldn't have really picked it up had I known it had really gone down in value. But it is Carnival Funfair Games for the Wii. I've picked this up on numerous occasions before I started just doing a little video of these for YouTube. And the price at one point went up to £8 for this. And you got £5 on voucher or £3 cash. I paid 50p. It's come down quite substantially now. You only get £1 cash or £1.50 voucher, and they sell it for £3. So it's really come down now. Had I known it would be that, I wouldn't have bothered picking it up. But still, 50p into £1 of cash or £1.50 voucher. I'm not going to grumble at it, but when I just picked that one game up and I've been sat on it for a few weeks, kind of makes it a bit redundant. But when you've got other games to go with it, it's free money at that point, isn't it? So yeah, 50p into £1. Alan Sugar, eat your heart out on that one. But yeah, not bad at all. That it was worth picking up. Again, supports a charity shop at the end of the day, doesn't it? And I've not picked up anything for ages, so at least I got something. Carnival Funfair Games. It's a great game, actually. I've got a copy for myself. But yeah, 50p into £1 or £1.50 voucher. Not much, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? Then we come to the games that I found at the recycling centre, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm buzzing to get some of these. One of them I was surprised it wasn't worth much for cash, but get quite a lot of voucher for. I'll come to that one in a moment. The first one I picked up is Forza Horizon 3 on the Xbox One. I didn't think the Forza Horizons would be worth anything at all, but I just did a quick check and I was like, oh, they're actually worth a little bit of something. This one, not so much actually. I think you only get £3 cash or £4 voucher. So £2.50 into £3 cash or £4 voucher. Again, not really worthwhile, but while I was picking things up, I thought I may as well grab it because I've got a few to take. So yeah, Forza Horizon 3, I wasn't going to leave it there really. I've not got an Xbox One, can't try it, but the disc is absolutely mint. There's no damage to it at all. It's like it's never been played, to be honest. Not a mark on it, not a mark on it at all. So very happy with that. Like I said, I thought it was worth a little bit more actually. I got excited because I saw a couple of other Forza Horizons as well and they were worth a little bit more. The next one is Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition. I think the Ultimate Edition is just a download code, so I don't think that's actually going to make any difference to the value. This is the one that's really interesting. You get £4 cash or £7 voucher. That's quite a big difference. There's normally only a couple of pound between the vouchers and the money cost of them, or the value that they give you. But that one's, £3's a bit of a difference. Again, absolutely mint, immaculate disc, so they'll take that in, no problem at all. No manuals, of course, but the Xbox Ones don't come with manuals, I don't believe. But yeah, again, £2.50 into £4 or £7 voucher is quite nice, really, isn't it? A couple more Forza Horizons. Forza Horizon 2, again, Xbox One, of course. This one trades in for a little bit more, surprisingly, than Forza Horizon 3. Not sure why. Again, the disc, absolutely mint. I can't believe I dropped on these. I went at 3:15 in the afternoon, and I don't know, the restock, they get a daily replenishing at the recycling centre of what they get in. They get 3 van loads of stuff that turn up from the local tips that they've saved to go into landfill, and they offload it, stock overnight, and then the shelves are full again in the morning. So these have been sat there all day, and no one's picked up on them. There's a real good find we're going to come to in the end. There's a couple of good ones. This one, again, not really worth that much. It was worth more a little while ago, I believe. It's Zelda on the Wii. Twilight Princess, I believe that one's called, yeah. So yeah, £2.50. This one, again, is only £3 cash or £4 voucher. I did trade this one in a little while back, and I got £4 cash and £6 voucher, I think they offered at one point. It's come down a little bit, again. In the grand scheme of things, not worth a lot, but it's got all the manual with that one. It's absolutely lovely condition. And again, not a mark on the disc at all, so they'll take it in no problem. And, you know, I make a couple of quid out of it. Not going to change the world, but it stops it going into landfill. I picked them up, I'll make a few quid, and someone can get it with cash exchange and whatever. These are the 2 real good ones, actually, real good ones. And the first one of those is Forza Horizon 4. I believe that's a £7 or £8 cash or £11 or £12 voucher for that one. So really happy. Again, the disc absolutely immaculate. No dramas at all with that. Really lovely condition. And then we've come into a game that I've already had once, and I've already shown you on this series. I believe I picked it up from a charity shop last time, or it could have been a car boot. I can't remember. I think it was more charity shop. But I've already had it, I've already traded it in, and I've already done really well with this game before. And we've got it again for £2.50. £2.50. It is Deadpool on the Xbox 360. Now, Deadpool on all the other consoles is actually a lot more expensive than the 360, which is surprising because Xbox 360 prices are starting to go up. For a lot of games. There's not really those little £1 or £2 games anymore for the 360. Everything's like £4, £5, £6 plus now. And the rare stuff is getting rare. So the fact that this is a £28 game that I've just paid £2.50 for is fantastic. But if it's on the PS3, if it's on the PS4, I think it goes for nearly £100. So at this time my expectations were lower, obviously, because I remember from last time it's the least valuable of the console platforms that it's available on. But still, £2.50, £28, I get £12 cash or £18 on a voucher for that, which is just absolutely fantastic. Again, there's no instructions, but again, it does. I don't think it has instructions based on what it says in there, which says, of course, remove this sleeve to find all the information out because it's behind the disc. So maybe this is when Xbox 360 started to not have the manuals in them. But yeah, again, the disc, absolutely lovely. There's a slight finger mark on it that I'll wipe off before I take it. And yeah, I was unbelievable to find that. Unbelievable. A £28 game. They sell that for £28 in cash exchange, and I paid £2.50 for it, so I'm very happy. Not only that, of course, I was there. The place shut at 4. I was there at 3:15. There was a massive stack of games, and I just tried to pull the titles out that I knew would be worth something and worth a little bit, but they literally had just an abundance of PS2, PS3, Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and a small variety of PS4. I knew the PS4 stuff wasn't worth anything, it was all FIFAs, and not worth anything at all. The Xbox 360, it's a bit of a minefield. There's some really rare games for the Xbox 360. I've never owned a 360. I don't know if anything's worth any money. So I've come back and looked at Cash Exchange again, and I found that there's 3 or 4 titles in there that are worth picking up for me. So I'm going to go in the morning and grab those. And yeah, hopefully they've still got them when I get there in the morning. But those games are, there's a Sonic game. I believe it's Sonic Unleashed on the Xbox 360. There's also a Minecraft game for the Xbox 360, and they had a couple of copies of that as well. And there was also a Forza Horizon on the Xbox 360 that I just totally missed. totally missed that one. And those go for between, you'll get between £4 and £7 cash for those, and quite a bit on a voucher as well, I believe. So again, I'm going to go in the morning and grab those. If you don't see footage of me like doing this sitting down and showing them you, that's because I've gone straight from there, straight to Cash Exchange to trade them in. But I will let you know and update you what I've got in cash and voucher for trading these lovely games in, and then I'll let you know if I picked any of the others up, and of course let you know what I got from. That's the plan anyway. But when I go in the morning, I'll try and include a quick video on my phone or a couple of photos of what they had available. But yeah, there was so many. There was too many to go through, really. And it was a bit overwhelming, but I just pulled out the titles that I knew were worth a little bit of something. So yeah, I'm going to take these in. And not only that, of course, if you watched the last video where I picked up a few games consoles, didn't I? The Sega Master System that didn't work, sadly, and the Nintendo Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I also picked up a couple of PS4 games as well, and those were F1 2020 and Spyro. So I'm going to take those two to get traded in at the same time as those. So we're looking at getting quite a little bit of cash back for those. So I've had a quick tot up. I believe it's £50 in cash for the games that I picked up at the recycling centre that I'll get back from a £15 investment. I've got the receipt as well, just to prove to you that it was a £15 investment. If it will focus, you can see there it'll just say 5 Xbox 360 games, I think it is, and 1 Wii game for a total of £15. So very, very happy with that indeed. Yeah, can't really go wrong with that at all. So yeah, very happy with that. And yeah, I'm going to take it to Cash Exchange. Hopefully £15 into 50, plus the PS4 games that I didn't take in last time, and plus an extra £1 for the Carnival game. So yeah, we'll also of course go back to the recycling centre in the morning, try and get those couple of games that I've realised are worth money as well, see if they're still there, see if they're in a good condition as well, and I'll update you just in a second. But for me it's going to be about 12 hours into the future. So yeah, thanks for watching this part, and I'll come back to you after I've traded the games in and seeing what else we pick up at the recycling centre. Right, hey guys, part 2 now, here we go. We're back from Cash Exchange. It's another day for me, it's literally been 3 seconds for you. We went back to the recycling centre. Unfortunately I couldn't take any photos or videos. They were a little bit not keen about it, to be honest. I can understand why, you know, at the end of the day it's just a place where people just go around to look at stuff, really. You don't really film or take pictures. But I managed to pull a picture from their website where they were trying to advertise that the games were half price, 50% off, which I'll include a photo of. And also I'll include a photo of a couple of games I picked up as well while I was there. There was a couple hours after. As I mentioned, I researched the ones that were left on the shelf, and I just had a look and see what was available. And I found a game that I didn't really realise was worth money at the time, but I picked it up. And there was a couple of games like Forza Horizon on the Xbox 360 that was there. There was also Minecraft, and there was a Midnight Club as well, but the discs were very, very scratched. To the point where I don't even think they would work in a console. So I didn't bother picking those up. I left them. But I did pick up Sonic the Hedgehog and Alice Madness Returns for the Xbox 360, and yeah, very happy to pick those up. I kept looking through everything. There was some really good value items in terms of, if you were looking for your own collection, there's like £8 and £10 games there that they're selling for £2.50, so I'd highly recommend you go. But obviously for me, in terms of trading them in and getting cash or voucher for, it was limited. You got like £2 cash or £3 voucher. It wasn't really worth it for me personally. But yeah, we picked up a couple more games, which I've already shown you. Traded everything in, no problems, to Cash Exchange. Did really, really well. So I'll let you know what we traded in and what we got for it. So of course we had the 2 games that we had from the previous collection caper, which is Spyro Trilogy and the F1 2020 game. I originally bought those with the intention of getting voucher, but I've already got over £70 on a voucher and I don't need any more, so I elected to go for cash. I didn't make as much out of those. Those were £5 each, and I got £8 for F1 2020 and £6 for Spyro. So I made £1 and a couple of quid on that. For voucher I'd have got a lot more, but I needed the cash this time around. Didn't need another voucher, so let's go for cash. Then we'll go for the ones that obviously we saw in the video. in the video, I should say, the one that you've literally just seen in this video, literally 30 seconds ago for you. But that was Forza Horizon 3, got £3 cash for. I thought that was a £4 cash, but it wasn't, so made 50p, hallelujah. We also only made 50p on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I bought that on the knowledge that I got a little bit more for that earlier on, probably last year to be honest, but that has come down in value now. So I only got £3 on that, but still 50p is 50p, isn't it? We also then had the Carnival Funfair game that I paid 50p for at the charity shop. That traded in for £1, so doubled my money there, another 50p profit. And then we come to the ones that have really made their mark, so to speak. So we got £4 for Sniper Elite 3. We got Forza Horizon 2 was £4. We then made £6 on the Sonic the Hedgehog that we just collected that you didn't see, unfortunately. And the Alice Madness Returns we got £10 for, so that was a very good pickup, very good find that. Then we had Forza Horizon 4, which was £8. That was very good. And the best one of the bunch was, of course, that Deadpool game, which I got £12 cash for. They sell that for £28, which is madness. So, yeah. Of course, then, add all that together, we come to £65. £65. So, we've done very well there, haven't we? So, we paid 20 at the recycling centre total. We picked up 8 games there for £2.50 each, so that was quite handy to get. We paid £5 each for the Spyro and F1 2020 game, which sold for £8 and £6, so didn't make much out of those, but better than nothing. And of course we had the little Carnival Funfair game that doubled its money of 50p into £1. So as grand spendings was £30 and 50p, and back in cash I received £65. So really happy with that, really happy indeed. Double my money, more than double my money. If I'd have realised that some of them would have only fetched me an extra 50p, then I wouldn't have bothered picking them up. But again, at the end of the day, the discs were in mint condition, such as the Forza Horizon and the Legend of Zelda. There was nothing wrong. I always knew they were going to take them. If I'm taking a load of others anyway, I may as well just make a 50p on them and have done with it. Maybe I could have split them up a little bit, and such as like the Forza Horizon 2 and the Sniper Elites, the Zelda and the Carnival game or something, I could have left to one side, traded them in for voucher maybe, but as I said, I've got over £70 on a voucher at the moment. Don't need any more than that for me personally. I've only got that for if ever a controller breaks for any of my consoles that I do play. So yeah, very happy with that. £30 and 50p into 65, and that went on filling my car up. So that's where that's gone. The joys and luxury of living life. I'm off to a wedding at the weekend, and I need to fill the car up. So that's where that's gone. So I've doubled my money, and it's just gone straight into my fuel tank. Brilliant. But yeah, that was the episode. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Not very often I go to that recycling centre because obviously £5 a game, it's quite expensive, but I've done really well at £2.50 a game. And just slightly more than double the money, so happy with that. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know if you'd like to see a continuation of these whenever they're available. Whenever I get the bargains and stuff, I'll let you know if you'd like that. And yeah, let me know what you think my best pickup out of those were. Have you ever played any of those games? Because I really haven't, to be honest with you. I've not got an Xbox, so yeah, never really had any dealings with them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, much love.